Who's here, by the way? Cross promoting Twitter and Instagram, Facebook. We'll start soon. Let's see. Is it up yet? Is it working? It says 3 people are waiting. We should be streaming now. Here we are. Okay, cool. But something's wrong. This is weird. Something's off. Yeah, if you guys got YouTube, come to my YouTube channel, because that's where I'm streaming, you know? Yeah, if you guys got YouTube, come to my YouTube channel, because that's where I'm streaming, you know? So we'll start in a few minutes. Yeah, if you guys got YouTube, come to my YouTube channel, because that's where I'm streaming, you know? So we'll start in a few minutes. Yeah, if you guys got YouTube, come to my YouTube channel, because that's where I'm streaming, you know? So we'll start in a few minutes. Yeah, if you guys got YouTube, come to my YouTube channel, because that's where I'm streaming, you know? So we'll start in a few minutes. Yeah, if you guys got YouTube, come to my YouTube channel. I'll turn off the music. Because that's where I'm streaming. Very loud. Just waiting for more people to show up and then we'll start the stream. So we're gonna edit some stuff. Lots of pictures to edit. Can you see this well? There you go. Yeah, I'm just setting up the iPad so I can actually read the chat while I'm editing. Yeah. How many are in here right now? Yeah, we got 7 so far. Setting up the iPad. It's alright. Not many people actually show up to the live stream, so it's alright. Let's see. So yeah, you guys will go to my YouTube and join the live stream so I can read the chat. Yeah, like I can't edit pictures and read the chat at the same time unless I have Lightroom open and the iPad, so I can, you know, do them at the same time. Welcome. Let's see. Okay, good. Got it working now. Alright, then, yeah, well, let's get started. If you guys got some questions, ask, you know? No problem. Yeah, I still use, what's it called? Winamp. It's okay. I'm a Winamp kind of guy. I don't know. I use a laptop, you know. So it's just my computer screen and my iPad and my phone. So right now I'm on my iPhone streaming on Instagram for people to find me on YouTube and reading the chat on my iPad. But yeah, let's just get started. It's just been a while. So we have a bunch of pictures we can edit today. You got any Korea questions, just let me know. My first shot went viral. We can check. Actually, I don't remember when my first pictures went viral, but I remember when my first Twitter went viral, like actually viral, not just a little bit. June 30th, I got 900 comments, 74,000 likes, and no, retweets, and 115,000 likes. So yeah. Hey, welcome. What camera is best in low light? Any camera. I use my phone. It doesn't matter. As long as you got steady hands, any camera's fine, you know? Okay, iPad turned off. 1 second. So let's just look for a picture. Well, I was decently sized before Voyage, you know? So it's even before Voyage, I was on other pages here and there. So yesterday I was shooting with friends, and let's see which picture we can edit. Maybe this one. I was really surprised by the Art of Visuals feature. Like, I wasn't expecting that. So this is for the people watching on Instagram. Go to my YouTube channel. We're doing a live stream. But anyways, here's this photo of one of the friends I was shooting with yesterday. And let's edit it. First I'm gonna reduce the highlights, you know, all the way. I'm gonna increase the shadows all the way. I'm gonna increase the blacks all the way. And then I'm gonna increase the whites to something like that. And I do this to increase the dynamic range, so it kinda gives it like an HDR effect, you know? Oh yeah. I remember when I had like 1K followers. That was really strange. It kinda just blew up. And then I removed 10,000 followers because most of them were inactive or never commenting or liking. So yeah, I do that often. But yeah, this is the original photo. As you can see, it's very dark. Reduce the highlights, increase the shadows and blacks. And this gives it a wider dynamic range, you know? Kind of like HDR, but it's not. So you can see pretty much everything in the picture. If I was to have shot it normal, then you would have not been able to see the colors in the neon because it's too bright. So yeah, still some people showing up. So every now and then I just put out the Instagram stuff, you know. Gym live streams, I don't have anyone to hold it for me, you know. So it's impossible. Increase the contrast, not all the way, just some. So this is someone I met on Twitter yesterday. So we were out shooting. I like giving it a vignette, so we're gonna decrease the saturation. Yeah, I know it sounds weird. People always say increase it. I actually decrease it and increase the vibrance. That's just like me though, like you don't have to do that. Yeah, I live pretty well. And then I'm just gonna go to shadows and kind of give the shadows a nice little tint. Anything that works, but going more towards the purples today. Yeah, purple looks good. And this blue is actually kind of bothering me. Well, the colors are all up to you guys, you know, just however you like it. Just whatever looks good to you. That looks good to me. So, there you go. First picture down. For anybody watching on Instagram, find me on YouTube, you know. Okay, I'm gonna close the Instagram because I can't keep looking at 3 screens at the same time. So, Instagrammers, see you later. Yeah. But yeah, you guys got questions, just ask. I'm always answering. Right, there we go. So, let's see what else we got. Yeah, I took a lot of shots yesterday. I shot this one with my Fuji X Pro 2. I'm actually making a new YouTube video about my settings, you know, because people are always asking and no one ever believes me when I tell them it's mostly auto. Yeah, that's where it's out of focus a lot, because manual lens, sometimes you make mistakes. I kind of like this one. Kind of. It's too bright. Nope. I work. I have a regular job, you know. I just do photography like in the evenings. So I'm using a brush, just kind of. This front part was too bright, you know, distracting the picture. Yeah, I don't want to have a job in photography full time, you know, because then it will make me hate my job. It will probably make me hate photography if I do that. So I don't want to do that. Let's see. Picture's too bright. Right. Well, this one's a little bit too bright. Or actually, it's just fine. It's just this is too dark right here. So I'm gonna use a radio filter. Something like that, you know. Make it a little wider. There we go. That's a little bit better. Maybe we'll get a little bit of help with a vignette. Yeah, these Fuji files are so nice to work with, you know. They give you so much leeway. Oh, we got 16 people now. That's cool. Let's see. Sorry, I'm constantly checking my messages, you know. Yeah. Gotta close this down. So let's start playing with the color. Kind of like that desaturated with a little bit of blues and shadows, maybe. Not too much blue, just enough, you know. Oh yeah. Well, I don't want to copy Liam Wong, right? So I don't want to do that. I want to do my own thing. So yeah. I try to keep it fresh. I try not to do anything somebody else does, you know. Stuff like that. Actually, I don't like cropping, but I'm gonna do that for this photo because I wasn't liking how there was too much space. But yeah, I don't wanna do anything anyone else does. A feature where I edit other people's photos. You know, that's a good idea. I don't mind doing that. Yeah, we can do that. Sounds good. Yeah, I'm liking this photo. It's just this sign is a little too dark. It's distracting me. So something like that, you know. What do you think? Simple, to the point. It's a nice, easy to edit photo. Yeah, like, you know, when you read Reddit, people are like, they say I just lower the temperature and increase the saturation. It's different. I don't even touch the temperature and I lower the saturation. It's crazy talk, man. Oh wait, I forgot to export these pictures because we're gonna put them on Twitter later. If you guys ever wondered about my export settings, highest quality JPEG. That's it. Yeah, I don't know. People overcomplicate everything I do. Like, they'll look at my pictures and they think I'm doing some kind of crazy shit, you know. But I'm not. I'm just do it. Let's see what else we got. So these are all shot yesterday on the Fuji. And I'm actually gonna do a, how do you call, tutorial on my settings. Where is it? Yeah, I just gotta edit it. I'll put it out later. Yeah, it's like right here. Well, it's just well, I don't want to say random people, you know. It's like, it's a friend, or a new friend. Yeah, just someone I talked to on Twitter. Like, they message me and I'm like, oh, you're in Seoul? And like, yeah. I'm like, alright, well, I want to go shoot today. You want to go shoot? And like, sure. I'm kind of like that. Oh, I reached 15K. That's nice. Anyways, where was I? Yeah, well, let's just look for photos of things I can edit. We can make a neon cat. Yeah, let's make this a cyberpunk cat, you know, like something crazy. I don't know. There you go. We got a cyberpunk neon cat, dude, right there. This is probably the best picture I've taken. I don't know. There you go. Something for the Twitters. They love cats, they love neon. I'm not done. That's there you go. Actually, I didn't do anything. I don't know. I guess it's fine. It's just a joke, you know. Some people take it seriously. Yeah, but you know, these files look so dark. I'm shooting raw, so you can just bring everything back. See? That's why I tell people, like, shoot raw, so you can do this kind of thing. You can't do this if you're not shooting raw. If you're shooting JPEG, there's no way you're bringing all this back. Yeah, like I have Photoshop, but I never really use it. I use it in landscape pictures, but not really these kind of photos. I like this one, but I hate his clothes. I feel like it ruins the picture, you know? How do you fix grain? Go to luminance. Increase it. That's all. It's noise reduction right here. But yeah, I like my pictures with a lot of contrast. Just gonna play with the shadows and everything. But yeah, this shirt is really bothering me. But everything else looks good, so maybe I'll find a different photo. I don't know. I don't like when people wear ugly clothes in my pictures. I'm very picky about that. Yeah, sometimes, but it doesn't really matter, to be honest. Just I mostly just use that for landscapes, but sometimes I just do it in my street photos, but it doesn't matter too much. Yeah, this one's better. Oh, you finally made it to my live stream. Welcome. Yeah. Let's see. I gotta play around, increase the dynamic range, fix. Kind of looks a little bit crooked. Actually, it's not crooked. It just looks crooked because of the way these balloons are. Oh, I didn't even crop this. Original. I'm just gonna reset it. Never mind. There we go. Yeah, 75 1.5 thing is just something I do for my landscape pictures, but it works. So sometimes I just do it for street, but it doesn't really matter. It's not really important. I'm looking at this. I'm not sure how I feel about it. So I'm gonna add a vignette. Yeah, there's your noise reduction right there. So yeah, 70, 1.5, 10, 30. It's just something I picked up doing landscapes, and I just do it for my street sometimes, but it's not really something crazy, you know? Yeah, it works fine without it, just a habit I have. Did I do my vignette? Yeah. Something small. So we have a lot of yellows and we have a lot of blues, maybe some greens. I'm gonna refer to the coloring. This is a tool you guys should use. It's called Cooler Color. It's just sharpness settings. So I like to use this to look at my colors, like which colors I want to use next. Like in my picture there's a lot of blues and yellows and maybe a little bit of orange, so I just come over here and just look at which shades work with my picture, you know? So I guess there's a little bit of green. This looks, yeah, the green is there. It's fine. Just something to note. Yeah, don't worry about these settings. They're not really important, you know. It's just something I do. It doesn't really do that much, to be honest. Yeah. Yeah, I kind of like this one. So yeah, just play around with the colors. You know, what do you like? What do you like? Don't worry what I would do. Just what would you do? What looks best to you? You know. And this looks kind of cool to me. I like it. But I want less shadow. No, I guess that's fine. Increase exposure a little. Maybe just like 0.1. Actually, this is one of those times where I'm not really happy with the way it's looking. Yeah, because there isn't that much of a difference. You know, it's for landscape pictures. It's not really for street. So stop worrying about the settings. Worry more about the photo. That's what I always say. Like, see, this is one of those times I'll play with the tone curve, because I can't really get the look I want out of the sliders. And this is what I want. Like, I wanted a little bit less shadow and more contrast, but not so dark. Yeah. So actually, I don't like the red so much. I'm gonna change them a little bit. Never mind, we'll keep the reds. And the blues, something like this. Greens. Something like this. Yes. So yeah, I kind of like this much more. I don't like his hair though, it's very mushroom. Yeah, I'm very, like I said, I'm very picky. Like, if people wear something ugly, I'll like just won't use the picture, or if they have the mushroom cut. It's okay if the girl has it, not the guy though. Picky. So let's see. Yeah, feel free to ask stuff, like I'll answer them. Sometimes a little brutal with my answers, but trying to get the point across. Yeah, this one picture I don't even have to edit that much. Just, I thought it was pretty cool. I like that, you know. What to do here? I'm just playing around. Nah. Yeah, like I didn't even have to edit this picture. It's like it's done by itself. Yeah, I think this is pretty cool. I don't like the white in the back, but maybe we can change that. Or maybe not. It's fine. Yeah, this picture's done. Well, actually, maybe we can use like this color scheme. What is it? Complementary. Something like this. We got a lot of red. We can use some green to make it pop. So let's see if we can do that. Oh, that's not gonna look good. This is one of those times I'm gonna use a brush, you know. I'm gonna change the temperature in the back to be kind of green. make it smaller. Just like that, you know, lower the temperature. Give it a nice kind of greenish tone. The subject, I don't know. I don't really pay attention to that kind of stuff so much. To me, it's usually the environment, you know. I care more about the environment than the people, but I thought it would look cool with her here. Nice to see you here, Eugene. Always a pleasure. But yeah, I guess we can use a little bit of color here too, just a little bit. Not too much. Nothing crazy, you know. So yeah. Here's the photo, and here's the settings. I didn't really touch anything, but that's fine, you know. Yeah, sometimes. Oh yeah, let's do that thing. Let's see if you can see a difference. 70, 1.5, 10, 30. Yeah, you can't see much of a difference. It's just something I do, you know. Just a habit from my landscape pictures. I do it here and there. We got a couple here. Yeah, I think I like this one. The focus is not the greatest, but it's fine. We got a lot of lines, so we want to make sure they're kind of straight. Yeah, well, I hope you guys are learning something, you know. Like, I hope you get something out of my tutorials. It's not even much of a tutorial. It's just this is what I do, and hope you find it useful. There we go. I would like this to be a little bit more yellow though, or blue. So what do you think, yellow or blue or white? Actually, this looks pretty cool. I like this. Yeah, this is tight. I like that. Maybe not so much contrast this time, just actually this picture looks nice with less contrast, I think. Oh, and usually I decrease the clarity, but I think this time I'm gonna increase the clarity. Yeah, like I say, when you play with it, when you play with this stuff, just play with it. You know, you don't have to do the same thing every time. Just mess around with the picture, you get different results. There we go. Easy. Me too. Let's see. Yeah, this looks good, like something like this, you know? It's got a little bit of blues, crazy cool white. No, not really. In fact, last year we got almost no snow. It's kind of sad actually, but it's fine. Yeah, this looks good. I like this. I really like this lens because it's an old film lens that I like to use, but it gives it kind of a soft kind of glow and stuff. You can't do that with Lightroom or anything. It's just, this is Dongdaemun History and Culture Park. This is another picture I took. But it was really hard because there was like so many people. The lens is the Super Takumar 51.4, but it's any, you use any lens, you know. It's just, this is just no lens because it's cheap. Oh yeah, if you guys have a Facebook, like, be sure to like my page and stuff, you know. Yep. Anyways, back to what we were looking for. Yeah, I like this. I like the sign. I like the face. Let's see what we can do. Like I say, it's all about playing around. Play with the picture to get what you want. There is no one way of doing things. The red and green. Maybe change my reds. Yeah, just play around with the colors. There's no one way to do things, right? So that's what I always try to get people to understand. It's like there's no one way of doing anything. Just keep going. Alright, thanks man. See you around. Have a good one. Yeah, it's kind of cool. Something like this, you know. Maybe make the yellows pop more. Not that much more. Maybe needs a little bit more purple. So yeah, picture is up to you. So you guys got any more questions? Feel free to ask. Here's a picture of the pandas. I thought these were pretty cool. Yeah. This is why you should shoot raw. Yeah, I think we should probably just edit one of these. I think this one's better. Maybe not like this though, just like that. Without that. Yeah, just play around. There is no one way of doing stuff, right? Just what looks good to you. Okay, the iPad closed up, so. Is Hong Kong video coming out? Eventually. Someday. Just I need time. I need lots of time. Yeah, I kind of like that little purple look. That's too much. Just a little bit tints. But I don't like the sign. Yeah, something like that's fine. Well, to be honest, I never pay attention to things like noise or grain, so it's, yeah, you just use noise reduction. Or you could just not care like me. It's up to you. Yeah, like sometimes I think the only people who care about like corners and noise and vignetting is the people on Reddit or beginner photographers. I mean, it matters if you're a professional magazine, but when you're just posting like on Instagram, like it doesn't really matter. Yeah, man, I don't sugarcoat things. I get right to the point, you know. Just don't really matter. I mean, let's see. Like I should pretty much everything is automatic, so the camera decides everything. It's not f1, it's like f 2.8 or something. Yeah, the camera decides the settings, but in this picture it chose ISO 200, so that's fine. Oh, he's talking about the noise. Like, let me give you an example. Let's look at a dark area. Right now it looks fine, but whenever you change the exposure, actually that's not a good example. It still looks good to me. Okay, let's how do we do this? Yeah. Okay, this is green. Sometimes when you increase the exposure, the picture looks like this. And like I don't care, but you know, Reddit cares. Anyways, that's what we're talking about. But this looks good to me. I like the way this looks. And you shouldn't worry about the Reddits. They're a bunch of noobs. Here we go. but I want the yellows to like be real poppy. Like that. Yeah, this is good. Yeah. But don't worry, I got a night video coming out. I shot it yesterday with my friend, where I talk about the settings, which is nothing new. I always tell people shoot automatic, so they never believe me, so I made a video about it. Yeah, cause like once I found myself on Reddit, like they were talking about my photos, and they're like, "How does he do it?" And he's like, "Oh, he uses HDR, or oh, a tripod, or blah blah blah." And I don't do that, you know. I just shoot. Why do they have to complicate it so much? It just shoots. That's what I always tell people. You generally don't shoot any faster than 1/100th? Really? Oh yeah, well, yeah, you're right. Well, if you're talking about street photography at night, you don't really go faster than 1/100. But daytime is different. Daytime, anything goes. Yeah. I think I already know which color I'm gonna use here. Hey Eugene, you know this website, right? Cooler Color. Would I go with green here? I feel like blue would work much better. Something like this would work nice. But yeah, don't worry about the Reddits. They're a bunch of noobs. Maybe green would work. Let's see. Yeah, it could work. I like the way this one's coming out, you know? Yeah, the Fuji files are so nice. I don't even think you need noise reduction. Doesn't... Yeah, that's why I love Fuji, you know? Cooler color is something that helps you find pleasing color combinations. I like the darks, but not too dark. But I also don't like that there's too much shadow, so lower it. But it's still too contrasty for me. I want a different kind of contrast. A different kind of look, you know. Yeah, I like this, you know, just gonna... We got some nice blues, some greens, and some reds. Just like this. Well, it's more like orangish, but... Blues, greens, and reds. It works. This combination works. Let's see. Are you guys still there? No one's talking. Give it a little bit of help. There you go. Alright, man, you have a good one. Yeah, still too much contrast, but I like it though. It's like I like the way this looks. Although I prefer the orange be more red though. Something like that. Like I want, this sign is too saturated, but this one's not saturated enough, so I'm just gonna add some saturation in there. Kinda like that. I like this photo, it's very cool. So yeah, like, go ahead and ask some questions. You guys are really quiet today. I'm surprised. There we go. So I'd say it's pretty well done. I think we can do like one more picture and then we'll call it quits. Yeah, it's not bad. I like it. Oh, there's another picture actually. Yesterday I was shooting in the rain. Okay. We can edit an infrared. We edited an infrared photo last week. Although to be honest, there's nothing much to edit. Kind of looks the same without editing. And we're done. That was easy. I want to look at the pictures I shot yesterday because it was rainy and stuff. Oh, this one picture I haven't put out. I shot this one for a magazine. You can see the clothes. You can see there's a lot of noise in this one. So since we're talking about noise, increase the reduction. See, now you see a difference. I like this one. I wish I could put it out, but I can't. I think I can. I will ask for something. It's a nice photo. But yeah, I wanna. Yeah, here they are. I think I shot these the other night in the rain. I still haven't gone through all of them. Oh yeah, like I shoot for magazines a lot. It's what I do at night, you know. But I don't always show it because since it's paid work, it's like it's for them, you know, for them to post if they want. It was probably good on my portfolio though. I like this place. Yeah, you saw it on my Instagram. Although I didn't post this one because I posted the other one, but I like this one a lot. To be honest, I don't know. I've been a photographer since 2011, you know, so mostly landscapes and time-lapse. And I work for all kinds of magazines and stuff, so it's really hard for me to remember. I think my first commercial shoot was actually like an event. Like there was a big festival or a company or something, and they needed someone, so they asked me. I don't remember. So let's see if we can find something to edit. Oh, yeah, this one's really cool. See, you can see the noise here. This is noise. See this grain? But I don't really worry about it, to be honest. Just edit. See you, man. Have a good one. Enjoy. Hey, this is a really cool picture, you know? Not bad. Not bad. If I just decrease the contrast a little bit. Yeah, I think I'm gonna start putting raw files in the description, so like if I make a tutorial, people can have the file to work with. I don't know, it's what somebody said I should do in one of the comments last time. It seems like a good idea. This is one of those times I think blue looks really nice. Like we have red and we have blues. I guess green would be better, but let's see. Something like that. Yeah, just play around. Now we're down to 6 people. Dang, it's too bad. Kinda like this. I like the way it's looking. What do you think, Eugene? Yeah, I like this. Alright, well, everyone's leaving, so maybe I'll call it quits around here. Just do the finishing touches to this photo. And we call it even. Yeah, like, not really. I don't know if I really like this color, but I did think I should bring out the signs a little bit more. Make them a little pop. Pop just a bit. That's too much, but I'll lower it now. Just something small. I like this light right here. Yeah, I like that. Oh, not the haze. Alright, this looks pretty tight. I like it. It's nice to see y'all here, and yeah, I think I'm gonna do this like 2 days from now at a different time, because I have no work on Tuesday, so I can edit. Maybe there will be more people on. So yeah, have a good one. Now see you around. Bye.